Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. So we're going to talk about the spider web of energy, how your friendships affect your love spells, your everything. I mean, everything is a spider web. Everything connects and everything affects. Because we forget when we're doing our love spells, all these different connections from our past, our present. Friendships are our family we choose. So when you start a relationship and someone starts with you, you're bringing them into your family life, your friends, everybody is going to be interacting. I've had a long-term friendship who, I don't know, it's changed. Maybe I never knew her. I don't know. Her husband, she's married. They've been married forever, and I'm extremely disappointed in him. Whatever. I'm working on distancing myself. I don't want anything to happen to her. It's just not the energy I want affecting me on any way, shape, or form because everything, all your relationships affect all your other relationships and yourself. And it's really hard to do to cut those long term ties. I've thought I knew this person for 23 years at least, from the late 90s. Her daughter was 14, now she's 37. But in the last few months, this last year, I've really been analyzing everything. My friendships, my subconscious. Our subconscious is huge. Now, this is totally off the subject. I always jump off the subject at least once. There's too many factors. So I've discovered there's an old, super old relationship that's still affecting. So I've been asking my dreams. I've been focusing on every night before I go to bed what I want. And I've discovered this old relationship that's still radiating through my subconscious. That affects everything. Your love life, your financial life, all these different relationships on all the different planes. It's hard to do, especially like I have a sister that I've distanced myself from. I promised my dad I wouldn't cut her out of my life. Well, she makes no effort to be part of my life. I haven't changed my phone number. I wouldn't. I'm keeping the same old phone number just so if she ever decides, even though the only time I ever hear from her is when she wants money. And that's the thing. You've got to ask yourself all kinds of questions. Ironically, just before I started this video, another person who I cut ties with, they made me angry. Their energy, now I'm over the anger, but their energy is not the kind of energy I want and that I vibrate with anymore. Please go away. I have nothing against you. I just no longer am going to be tied to fear. Both these ladies have huge fear energy, which I am not going to be ruled by fear. Fear is the worst energy. Fear, hatred, bitterness, guilt, shame, all these low vibing energies. No more. Because when you're doing a love spell, all these energies are affecting it because it's relationships. So think about, I mean, think about all your different relationships, your work relationships, your friends. Your friends are huge. And you want supportive relationships on all levels. I have one friend who she's like a sister to me. I have another, those are the friends you want to keep. Friends that support you, that aren't jealous of you, aren't secretly using you, they're not really your friends. You pretty much, you're going to wind up with, usually you're going to wind up with a small circle of who your friends really are, whose energy you really want in your spider web when you're out there trying to draw, because on the astral plane, your friends are part of your tribal family. So you want those friends that their ancestors are going to be up there working with your ancestors, and you're all going to be a big nation family working together to make your lives better. Making it so my one friend, who I know she's really in love with this guy, so I'm putting it out there that I hope that he continues to treat her the way she should be and that he really loves her. Just putting it out there randomly. And that's the thing. I'm affecting her life. So before you go getting into, now this is one of my favorite fellow gurus, because you're going to be attracting what's in here and what's out there. And if you have friends that, well, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to call her a friend anymore, because very just verbally, she's even been a little nasty verbally with me out of jealousy because I'm younger than she is, which I didn't have any control over that. Just she could have helped me. Like, I'm the type of person, when I have the means, when I can help somebody, I help them. Depending on the circumstances, we can't just be throwing our money to the wind, but when certain things happen, and I know that, hey, a friend of mine's guitar got stolen. Now I can't replace the guitar that got stolen, but I had the means to get him a guitar, which it was as good as I could get. So I know that helped make another human being feel better. Or if I knew, I even offered this friend of mine a long time ago, about 5 years ago, some really ugly things happened. I told her she could come stay here. Now, shoes on the other foot, where I could use a little help, and she's more than capable where she could help me out a little bit. But she's just ignoring it. And she's even been a little like, like, no, you're not better than me. So just time to let it go. Think about all your relationships, because there you go. Everything affects everything. And if you, like, I don't want to be surrounded, zero, anymore by unsupportive relationships. I don't want to be surrounded by fear mentality. And I'm putting it out here. I'm hoping that she can get, like, 20 years ago, she was fearless. Her husband, though, has brainwashed her. I feel. I know before 5 years ago, before he got really controlling with her, but now her circumstances are so much better. She has so much power. And I even gave her some advice I know she took, and I'm glad she took it because it gave her power back. But yet, she's still, every conversation we have is fear. Fear, fear, fear. I am no longer in my subconscious, on the astral plane, any ties that bind me to unhealthy relationships of any shape, form, kind, I negate. The ties are severed because I don't want to be drawing that into my life anymore. And when you are doing a love spell, you're drawing the energy that you have in you, that you have around you already. You want to raise that vibration. You want supportive relationships. So thank you. Please like and subscribe. Happy Aphrodite Day. Many blessings.